What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to go over a complete guide for players that might not have played Overwatch or Overwatch 2's beta at all before. People that are new to the game and people that are going to probably find interest when Overwatch 2 officially releases on October 4th. So yeah, there's just going to be a huge influx of players that are going to be joining the game, and maybe they know nothing about it. So I wanted to sit down and just talk about some of the fundamentals of the game and where to get started. So to get started, I just have this video playing, and I'm just going to talk as I go through some of the things that I did in the practice range so that I can show everyone what the game kind of plays like. And so I have the hero selection screen here for the practice range, and on the left, if you can see, hovering right over where it says Diva, it says Tank, and then Damage is in the middle, and Healing is on the left. So these are the three main roles, only three roles that the game has to offer for different characters. If you are a tank, you're going to be defending the team. You're going to be trying to protect people, keep people alive, and do some damage and get in the face of the other team with your tank character. Damage is all about doing damage so that you can take down other players. It's as simple as that, but more complicated when you get mixed into how the characters specifically work. And then healers, well, they heal the team, but they don't just heal the team. There's a lot of other support type options that come with the characters in the healing section that can do a lot for your team. So a lot of people really don't. Okay, so Overwatch is a first-person shooter, obviously, but this game plays more like a sports game, like a soccer field, or a football game, or even a chess game, just in a 3D aspect. As well, I wanted to start out with Reinhardt here. He is one of the original iconic tanks, and you can see he has 500 health, and he has a big barrier that will block 1600 damage. He can charge into people, smash them against the wall, and destroy them. He can shoot out that fire bolt that basically goes through players and does damage. And, every single character in this game is different, so you're going to be seeing a lot of different stuff. And that's why I say it's like a chess game. Think of Reinhardt as a chess piece on a board. He can only make so many moves. He can only go in certain directions and do certain things. And another piece, meaning another tank, might be able to do something completely different and protect the team a different way. You see, I'm standing here and I'm blocking damage as this bot shoots back, and now he's hitting the other player. That's simple things that you can do in the game to try and protect your team. Like, if you have 500 health, why not get in front of some damage so that you can protect some people behind you with lower health? So I just wanted to go through with Reinhardt real quick and show you that. And then we're going to switch to another tank, Roadhog, which in Overwatch 1, the format for online game modes is 2 tanks, 2 healers, 2 damage. In Overwatch 2, it's going to be 1 tank, 2 damage, 2 healers. So in Overwatch 1, the tanks are very different right now than it is in Overwatch 2. Roadhog, the character I'm playing right now, is considered what you would call an off tank. He can't block a lot of damage, he doesn't have a shield, he has a lot of health, but he is more focused on doing damage. He can shoot for a lot of hit points, and he can heal himself right there, and he can grapple people with the hook, pull them in, and shoot them. So in hindsight, he's a tank, but he's more like a damage character. And these are the types of things that you're going to find out when you start playing the game for the first time, that there's just so much variety, which is why I say it's more like a sports team. It's like every character has specific stats that they can pull out, and then coupled on top of whoever's playing them can play them better or worse, depending on who is using the character at the time. So I went ahead and I switched on over to Soldier, which is another iconic main damage character. He's got a regular machine gun. I believe he plays Soldier in the tutorial as well. So he can run, which is something that other characters can't do. That's an ability that he has. He's getting hit, and you can see his damage down on the bottom left. He only has 200 health. He's already below half health just from standing there. So you can see the difference between tanks and damage characters already. He just set down a little healing thing that will heal himself. So he has, which is honestly, not a lot of characters, or not a lot of damaged characters have it, but Soldier can actually heal himself and other teammates. So not just healers can heal the team, but some characters in the damage section and even in the tank section can do that as well. There's just huge variety in everything. So that is a main damage dealer. And then I'm going to switch over to Cassidy. He has just a little more health than Soldier. He can't heal himself. He can't run. And he walks fairly slowly. He's got high damage. He has a rifle, and he just basically does a crap ton of damage if you can get some headshots. And he can basically unload all 6 of his bullets into the enemy and destroy them if he's close enough. And he can use a little flashbang grenade that you saw earlier that stuns enemies. There's a lot of differences when it comes to Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2. And these differences lie within minute changes that are specific to every character and the way the game modes are played. And that is what changes the game. That is what is going to make Overwatch 2 so different. That's what is already making Overwatch 2 so different. The beta is extremely different. So they went from that... well, we'll talk about that in a little bit. We're looking at Mercy right now, which is a healer. And as you could see, I was just healing both of the guys that were getting shot at. And now I'm giving this player right here, this robot, some extra damage to shoot. And now I'm reviving this guy. That's something that Mercy can do. There's so many different abilities and different things that you can do with different characters. When you start playing the game, it's a really good idea just to jump in and try a bunch of different characters. Don't worry about losing. Play quick play and just test out the game. So that was Mercy, and she is a main healer. She can do a lot of healing. Then I switched to Baptiste. I thought about Brigitte there, but she's a little... We'll stick to someone that is a little more difficult. So this is Baptiste. He can heal and he can shoot. So he can pop off some damage and he can heal at the same time right there. I've got some healing grenades. I'm healing. He is someone who can heal and shoot at the same time. I can shoot through the players that I'm playing with and heal the players in front of me. It's very unique that he can do this, and it's what makes him so great. And then if you see, both of the bots are getting shot at right now. They're losing health, and then I use that ability. That heals myself and heals them over time. So, as you're starting to see, if you've never really looked at Overwatch or watched any of these videos before when it comes to a guide, you can see what kind of different things they can do. If you see right there, this robot, he can't die as long as that little thing that I threw out is still active. It literally makes you immortal as long as you're standing in that little ring that I threw out. So, yeah, I mean, those are the 3 main roles and you know, just a rough idea of how they function. And now I want to go over some ultimate abilities. So if you see in the middle bottom of your screen, that little percentage meter going up, the more hits that I get in. So basically every character will accumulate a percentage over time that fills that meter up until it hits 100%, and it goes like that. Now you have access to your ultimate ability. They're all different. They all do different things. Watch this. Bam. So Reinhardt can smash his hammer down. It makes people fall down, get stunned, and then he has free time to run into them, smash them, do whatever he needs to do. And these are all different and unique to every single character. So mixing and matching for multiple games that you play is what Overwatch is. It is a complete overhaul of probability and possibilities for all the teams that you could accumulate and all the teams that you could make that are going to be different. You know, there are so many different types of matchups that you can do for all the characters. So Soldier's shooting away here, and he's going to get his 100% ult. And then Soldier's is a really high damage ultimate ability. I got a little carried away and kept on shooting though. It's too fun to shoot as Soldier. He feels really good in Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2. But if you see here his ultimate, I'm going to shoot right in the middle, and it will lock on automatically. So literally, I wasn't even looking at those robots to shoot, and my ultimate was locking onto their heads and headshotting them immediately. So, you know, Soldier's ultimate ability basically makes it so you don't have to aim, and you can just go crazy and shoot whoever's in front of you. And then we go to someone like Mercy in the healing section that has a little more complicated a little more complicated of an ult. So I'm going to heal for a while here, and I'm going to show you guys as well that she's not just a passive healer. Like, yeah, she has her staff and she's healing, but she can pull out her pistol here, and you'll see I start to realize that I need to do that to get some ult charge. You see how much ultimate charge she's getting down there at the bottom when she's shooting? That's a lot. So if you have any free time in a match when you're playing a healer to get some extra shots in with whoever you're playing as to get some charge, that's a good idea. You want to try and get your ultimate ability charged up as fast as you can because it's super useful. Okay, so I can heal, I can fly as Mercy, and if you see in the middle of the reticle that ring that's slowly going down, that's the time limit on the ult. Now I'm powering people up, healing them, and it just does extra. I can fly in, like, she can do so much with her ultimate ability, it's really crazy. Mercy is a really good healer to start out as, so that's who I would recommend if you first start playing the game. So, that wraps it up for Overwatch 1. You know, if you look at the screen again here, there's a lot of characters and a lot of sections. And now I wanted to talk a little bit about the main differences that you're going to find between the characters in Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2. So I'm going to switch to Mei here, and we're going to talk a little bit about just a specific ability that might be changed and how the games differentiate. So if you saw there, I'm freezing the robot. He's frozen right there. He can't move. He can't do anything. Okay, so I'll go down here and I'll show you a little bit more of what Mei can do. We're just going to free some people. I'm going to show you with some moving robots. See, he's stuck. He's trying to move. I'm doing damage and I'm freezing. And you know, that's awesome. But we're going to switch on over to the practice range in Overwatch 2. And we're not going to start with Mei, I don't believe. We'll get back to her later. I just wanted you guys to keep that in your head, that Mei can freeze people in Overwatch 1. That is, you know, that's what her kit does. If you look here, this is the Overwatch 2 beta hero selection screen on the practice range. Left is tank, middle is damage, right is healing. They have changed a lot of stuff. There are damage characters that are now tanks, and there are more tanks and more damage characters. They're constantly going to be adding characters in Overwatch 2. To keep the game fresh. So here's Reinhardt. Now he has 2 of those fire strikes. He can still charge. He still has a shield, but it blocks less. He has more health. These are all small little changes that are going to make Overwatch 2 completely different than Overwatch 1. So you see me, I'm getting up my ultimate charge there. I was just checking to see, you know, what the swinging speed was like, if that kind of matched up to. See, I have 2 of those now, so they're changing a lot of different characters. I can even stop my charge, which I couldn't do in Overwatch 1. I'm blocking damage, protecting everyone, and yeah, we're gonna go back to the hero selection screen after we ult here. Boom. And see, you know, even the robot stayed down longer than the ultimate that Reinhardt had in Overwatch 1. It's, Reinhardt's really good. So, we're going to go back to Mei here. I just wanted to show you some more of those differences. It falls in line with what I'm going to show you here with Mei. Mei in Overwatch 2 can no longer freeze characters in place. I do more damage and they die quicker, but they don't freeze. You're not frozen. Not moving in Overwatch is not fun at all. They're trying to get rid of basically no more stunning frozen characters, knocked back. Well, they do knock back in Overwatch. That's still a thing. But yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, Mei has her ultimate. She can throw out this little thing that completely freezes people that are standing in like a big ring that blows a bunch of cool air everywhere. And, you know, that freezes people, but that's an ultimate ability. It's supposed to be powerful. When it comes to just basic abilities, that's not what we really want to see anymore. We want more flexibility. We want to be able to move around in Overwatch 2. It's not fun to shoot at barriers or do anything like that. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that stuff. And then now I'm going to throw up on screen. We're going to look at a match, and we're going to talk about some specifics for Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2. Okay, so we're going to go with Reinhardt. He is one of the best main tanks that you can choose right now in Overwatch 2, in my opinion. And he's just all around easy to play. If you're not good at shooting, if you're not good at FPS, there are other options that you can choose from in Overwatch, and I wanted to showcase that too. You can run around and use his big hammer to swing and destroy characters. Okay, so you can see I'm in the front here. I whip out my shield. We're swinging around a little bit, blocking as much as we can, helping out the team, and everyone else is pretty much staying behind me, being protected by everything that I'm doing. When we start to take out some enemy players, the team starts to move forward to take out the rest, because they're, you know, we're outnumbering the enemy team. You can see there's 3 of them there. Now there's 2, and that's good. They should be running away, and see, our team just took them out because they're not grouped up, they're not teamed up like we are. If I turn around here at any point, you'll be able to see that most of our entire team is together, and they're kind of separated. You'll see when I get to the top of this ridge, that is a healer right there, the one with the shield in front of me. And you'll see she is going to, I believe, right up here, she's going to come out and try to attack us. So I'm blocking, making sure everyone's okay back there. And here she comes, right there. That's a healer. That's something that you don't want to do. Look, she got completely annihilated. She jumped into the front line without the tank and tried to kill everyone herself, and that's just not what her role is. So she got punished pretty hard. And it allowed me to move up here with almost a full amount of ult. See, just got my ult, and then just obliterate the team. Watch. Bam. Ultimate. Took most of them down. The support team, or the support characters behind me, used their ult to power me up so that I could get in and take everyone out. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to kill a lot of these players up here. I'm kind of giving some situational awareness, looking around, making sure that everything's okay, and how many enemy players are left. And yeah, so we're attacking Junker Queen here. She's going to get pinned. Smack her around a bit. She'll die. And so right here I realize I'm going to be outnumbered. My healer just died right there, so it's time to get away. I get away, turn around, I block, and yeah, and then the team, my team is able to take out the rest of the enemy team, and we can push this payload all the way to the point right here. So, which is all, and see, you know, I got my ult really quick again for a second time. That was a really fast second ult because I was getting a lot of hits in, and I was supporting the team and doing a lot of damage and doing a lot of blocking. I want to talk a little bit about the way the push game mode works. If you look at the top of the screen, you see on the left we are the blue team, and we have 5 minutes to push the payload all the way to the end. If you look at that line that's filling up with blue, it's telling you that 3 players at the moment right there are pushing the P, which is the payload, and underneath that line that's filling up the bar like a loading bar is basically the length of the payload to the final destination. Each point is a checkpoint, and once we hit that checkpoint, the payload cannot be pushed back further than that point if the enemy team was doing a good job. We're trying to hide in here. Everyone's kind of, you know, I'm waiting, get out. See, situational awareness. She had no idea that I was in there. The whole team's in front of me. I'm getting in there as much as I can, blocking as much damage. It's my job. And my team is supporting me. They've been supporting me this whole time. I got a really good team matchup. Able to ult there again, go all the way up, take out some characters, get some support. I do believe I die here, yes, but that's okay. We were able to take out 3 to 4 enemy team players right there. And if you can take out 3 or 4 enemy team players and you die, that's okay. Your team's going to take it all the way. You see at the top, I don't even have to move. It's over. Bam. Okay, so that was the first half of the match. The second half of the match is going to be defending the payload, and we're going to see if we can stop. And I am going to show you guys this because I just need to show you, you know, on the flip side, you just saw what a bad team does on defense, and this is going to be what a good team does on defense. And we're going to stick with Reinhardt just because, you know, he's just a good starter tank. For anyone that wants to try and play tank and defend the team, I feel like he's a really good pick right now. Specifically when Overwatch 2 officially comes out, he's going to be a good pick. Unless they really change him, I don't think he's overpowered, and I don't think he's underpowered. I think he's really balanced. It looks like we're going with almost the entire same team composition. When you start on defense, you start from the very back side of the map, and you have to run all the way to the payload so that you can defend it. Because remember, right now while we're out there running towards the payload, the other team is still locked inside their starting position waiting for the timer to go off so that the doors open and then they're right in front of the payload and they try and push it. So we kind of get, like, I believe it's 30 seconds, a minute, something like that, to essentially set up and figure out where we want to defend from. When we went around this corner when we were attacking, everyone was positioned high up in blocking. I decide I'm just going to use this corner. I have enough cover here. There's enough, I can go into the side room on the left right there if I need to, and everyone can get behind my shield and kind of do the same thing. So I try and hold here for as long as I can. And you see, they just push through. My shield's already down. I'm getting support from the team, and we were able to take out a healer. I'm facing off against the other tank right now, but I'm just getting a lot of support, a lot of healing. I'm able to put my barrier down so that I can charge it back up. That was a mistake there. I should have stopped charging. Kind of stuck here. Think I die. See, and I don't die. I make it out of that, which is really surprising. I just have really good supports, really good healing that's being done to me at the moment. Like, honestly, phenomenal healing. That was a mistake on my part, something that you don't want to do. I pushed forward without my team. And here, I was able to get a pick, and you can see everyone else is back there, and they're telling me, group up. They're saying, come over here. And that's cool because, I overextended. I went all the way into their spawn where they're going to appear from without my team. I shouldn't have done that, but I got a pick and I was able to make it back. So it just depends on what you think you're able to do, and it's okay to try different things and try different strategies. It's okay to lose. It's okay to fail. Just learn from it and do better next time. And this is just competitive play. This is just quick play, not competitive. So, this is the time to mess around and do some crazy things and see what you can do. Honestly, the damage on my team is just completely destroying the enemy team. Completely destroying. I believe we get pushed back a little bit, but I don't think it's a whole lot. They only have 2 more minutes to make it to the first checkpoint. I'm trying to hide in here to set up my ultimate. And you can see right there, that is another character's ultimate that basically, when they use it, it allows the rest of the team and her to see through the walls to see where the enemies are, which is really, really nice. I wouldn't say it's the best ult, but it's useful. Only lasts for a small amount of time. I'm kind of hiding because someone's using their ult right now. And, when it comes to learning ults and learning abilities and characters, you just have to get in and test all the characters out and learn them yourself. There's so many of them, and there's only going to be more over time when Overwatch 2 finally releases and starts giving us characters every 18 weeks, I believe we're going to get a new character. I think they said possibly that we could possibly get them a little quicker, or they might have more than one hero every 18 weeks on special occasions. I'm not too sure about that though. Right now it's a definitive one every 18 weeks, which is nice. It's not bad. It's really exciting. Very excited to see what Overwatch 2 brings to the table. There's going to be a lot to go over when it releases. We're just in the beta right here, and this is just giving us a taste of some new characters and essentially what the game will be like with the new maps and everything. And we are officially on a new map. This is a new push payload map, and from what I've played here and the other moments that I've played that I'm not showing you guys right now, it's a fantastic map. I really enjoy this one. This payload map is really good. I think we just hold them off right here the whole time. They just cannot get past this beginning point because our team is so good. Our damage is doing such a good job. Our healers are doing such a good job. And we even got a team kill. We killed all 5 of them right at the same time and just knocked them back. And that's it. That's the match. And so when I say it's like a sports game, that's what I mean. It's, it is a crazy game that involves being in different positions at specific times and helping your team out. So this isn't just like a Call of Duty or another just regular shooting game. This is Overwatch is an FPS shooting game, but it has way more than that, and that's what I was hopefully trying to showcase to you guys today, or anyone who's watching this video that has never played before. And yeah, I really hope that you guys like this video. I'm going to be making a lot more content. Please, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you can be notified when all my videos come out. Hey, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you on the next one. Flash out.